Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a good week and enjoyed the Super Bowl last week. I think I don't know about you guys, but the halftime show was, in my opinion, was really good. I really enjoyed it, especially Eminem's part. Eminem's my one of my favorite artists, and you know how a lot of people making fun of 50 Cent hanging upside down during the introduction and how he looks very overweight. And, I don't know what you guys talking about, but hanging upside down for about 30 seconds and sing or rap, that's not an easy thing to do, in my opinion. Uh, and so I thought they all did pretty good. And so, yeah, really, really good Super Bowl halftime show. Now, it's not the best. I uh, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Super Bowl where Katy Perry was performing at the halftime show, in my opinion, to to me, that's probably the best one. You know, uh, she rode a tiger, and then at the end, she just flew in the air with fireworks, doing her fireworks song. So I think that's the best one in my opinion. But it's to each his own, right? So uh, it's up to you. But yeah, overall, it's a good halftime show. And so today I do want to talk about just one thing, and it's not really a current issue. Is more likely it's more likely um, kind of like a philosophy or a personal assessment or a personal philosophy on how to look at things in life and whether or not how one should live his or her life responsibly. And so the thing that I want to go over or talk about today is the notion of personal responsibility versus systemic uh, responsibility or systemic racism. And so we hear this a lot, right? Especially in the recent years where um, a lot of whether it's be lawmakers or activists or people who likes to blame things, or not blame, but also who likes to place responsibility or fault at a system, for shortcomings of certain certain groups of people or certain type of people, and that can be, uh, you know, um, an example would be uh, someone who got uh, fired or terminated from employment or did not get employment. Um, and then people would automatically jump to the conclusion that it's systemic racism that's that led to that certain person to lose his or her job or to not get the opportunity or to get fired, etc., etc. And I think that's 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 very dangerous, and it's counterproductive to the productivity of our society as a whole. And what I mean by saying that is, yes, we're not going to deny the existence of racism in our history, right? We're not going to deny our country's um, history of racism, of slavery, of Jim Crow era, of the civil rights movement. That's not what I'm saying. We're not going to say that, right? However, not every single issue that happened today is racism, or not every single person that thinks a certain way is racist. And by if we're going to say something that is racism, or someone who is a racist, that is a very big accusation that we need to have like really overwhelming evidence rather than just how we feel, right? And going back to the example that I was saying about someone losing the job or not getting the opportunity, is it possible that that person, you know, um, it's not a qualified candidate or doesn't have the necessary skill for the position? I mean, that would be a fair question to ask, right? And so I think that if we are going to have a mindset or a mentality that we're the victim, you always got to see yourself as a victim, right? There, there is certain level of personal responsibility that we all have to have. Let me give you the, you know, let me give you this, and it's not to justify or to say that one person is better than another. Um, as I mentioned in some of my the previous videos, I wasn't born here. I was born in a different country. I came here when I was 12. My my parents, got sponsored here. Fortunately, that's the reason why I left. I really love this country. It's provide us with an opportunity. My parents came here, right? When I came here when I was 12, no English whatsoever. I didn't have any English. I didn't know any English. I when I came, I was in grade school, and so I didn't know anything. And so, if you're talking about having a late start, I'm way behind. I'm way behind than even you know, for lack of a better word, uh, other minorities people. And so, but that to me, I just need to work harder. I just need to learn. Each day I had to teach. I had to sit down after school, learn 10 words, 10 vocabulary words. Okay, I need to learn this amount of words every single day. I need to catch up where I'm a little behind. But that is my personal responsibility. If I'm not going to place it on the system, it's not the system's fault. It's not, but it's mine. So if I can do it, and having a really late start, then anybody can. You know, and so I really wanna emphasize or make that known is the many times we have to look at ourselves, and our what we have to do or what we need to improve on or what it is that we are lacking that we need to address more so than pointing the finger at the system and saying, "Oh, it's systemic racism that prohibit me from advancing, or that's systemic racism that you know prohibiting me from getting certain jobs or from getting fired, etc., etc." When I talk, I really believe in self presentations. When we go out, we get a dress. That's a saying. You dress for the job that you want, and not where you're at. You gotta dress. You gotta present yourself in a manner that's going to make yourself presentable, and hence making yourself more favorable in other people's eyes, right? And many times, uh, um, people people don't look at it that way, and so that's a very unfortunate thing. And so that's all I want to talk about today. Again, not to dismiss anything, not to dismiss any racism out there, or it's real. People are struggling. It's a real thing. But what I'm trying to say is we have to also look at ourselves, right? Personal responsibility. We also have to look at ourselves, not just pointing fingers at other people and playing the victim card, because that's not going to help us. that's not going to help you. That's not going to help me in the long run, right? What can I do today to improve myself? What am I going to do today to improve my prospect? What skill can I learn today um, to make myself more valuable to a certain company, to a certain employer, etc., etc., right? Um, John's, and I want to end on this note. There's a great basketball coach, a legend, John Wooden, a UCLA basketball coach, and he has this saying that's really astounding, and it lives with me for a long time, and that is, don't let the things you can't do interfere with the things you can do. And so, um, yeah, always improve ourselves, always learn, always thrive. Um, and no excuses. All right. Thank you, everyone, and I hope to see you guys again next week. And let me know in the comment what you think, what I said. If you agree with me or if you don't agree, let me know in the comment. Thank you.